standing up nice and tall. Maybe closing your eyes, starting to relax through your shoulders. Nice, deep, slow breaths. When you're ready, slowly opening your eyes, pressing strong on your feet, squeezing through your legs and your belly, lifting up through your ribs, down through your shoulders here. So while you're here, tuck your chin and taking your head a little side to side. And you can stay here with little circles, or you can start to make them nice and big. And then switching your direction. We'll come on back to center. We're going to take our right ear towards our right shoulder. And you can stay here, or you can extend your left arm long. Also, option to take your right hand right above that left ear. And without pushing, just the gentle weight of your arm, a deeper stretch. 2 cycles of breath. On your next exhale, we'll just tuck our chin in, so your head's at about a 45-degree angle. You can take that right hand to the back of your head if you've got your head here. On your inhale, you'll come on back to center, take both hands beside you, and just take your head side to side. When you come on back to center, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So left ear towards left shoulder, option to extend the right arm long, option to take your left hand above your right ear. 2 cycles of breath, softening through that shoulder. On your next exhale, tucking your chin, maybe scooting your hand to the back of your head. On your inhale, we'll take our head back to center, once again, left and right. Coming on back to the center, this time we'll tuck our chin here, relaxing through your shoulders. And option to, again, stay here. If you'd like, you can interlace your hands at the back of your head here. The elbows are in nice and tight, and it's just soft. It's just the weight of your arms. Relax your shoulders and collarbones. On your inhale, we'll come on back to center. Last one here on our neck. We'll start either, so 2 options. You can either just be here with your chin tucked, looking like you got a double chin, looking all awful. You can stay there. Or with this double chin, you can start to tuck your head and bring it on back, letting your head fall back here. So your hands might dangle. It might feel better if you put them on your hips. You don't want to take a back bend. We're just stretching our neck. And options here is you can open and close your mouth. You can gently take your head a little side to side. Again, relaxing those shoulders. On your inhale, we'll come on back to center and just take a cycle of breath or 2 here to just release some circles. We'll make our way back to center, and let's take some circles with our shoulders. So just 3 in each direction. When you finish, we'll take our arms out long, give your fingers a little wiggle, and then we'll push away, pressing. So squeeze your arms on here, and you want to think about your middle fingers coming towards those shoulders. So it should burn. 5, 4, 3, 2. We'll take our hands, turning them down. So give all your fingers a wiggle, maybe bring them together. All right, we're going back on up. Really press as hard as you can, squeeze everything, stand tall. 3, 2, and 1. We'll take our right arm across our chest, roll through your wrist here. And then when we come on out, we're going to take our elbows down and back, lift up through our chest. When we come on through center, we'll come forward, take that other arm across. Roll through the wrist. One more time, opening wide, elbows down and back, lift up through your chest. And then bring it on back to center. All right, hand on your hips, take it a little bit wider with your feet. You can rock a little side to side. You can be here, you can create those circles. And the next time you come on back to center, we'll take our feet hips width apart, squeeze those quads, tuck your tail, squeeze your bottom. Inhale, take your hands to your hips, lift up through your chest. As you exhale, softly press a little bit forward with those hips and let your head fall back. We'll take a big inhale here, lifting up through your chest, press into your feet. We'll exhale here. On your inhale, strong lift, press all the way up. Hands to your side, rock it, twist it. Let's take a second. We're gonna do one more like that. So when you're ready, once again, standing nice and tall. Take a big inhale, hands on your hips, lift up through your ribs. As you exhale, hips come forward, shoulders down and back. We'll take one big inhale here, lifting up through the ribs, pressing into the feet. And exhale, come on down. On your inhale, nice and strong, press, squeeze your belly, lift on up. And then a little rock side to side. All right, we'll take our weight into our left foot, and we're just gonna bring our right knee on up, and we're gonna come on down, tap, and lift. We'll do 4 of these guys. So really trying to be as slow and graceful as you can. My hip is popping. Last one. When you tap the center, bring your foot on up. Your knee is in line with your hip. Squeeze your belly, stand tall. So we're gonna stay here, or 3 times, straighten and bend. 1, 2. All right, nice and slow. Our weight is in this left leg. We're stepping back to a warrior 1. So you're gonna have a bent front knee. You're gonna place your foot on down at a 45-degree angle. We'll shift our weight forward so our knee is over our hip. Press into that back foot. Inhale, take your arms on up. So you're strong in your legs here. Pressing out. Think about tilting your pelvis forward. Squeeze your back booty. Lift up through your arms. And exhale, soften your shoulders down and back. 2 cycles of breath. On your next inhale, hands will come back to heart center. We're gonna come onto the ball of the back foot, and we're slowly stepping up with our foot lifted. So it's slow. Lift the leg on in. And let's place our foot for our tree. So either down here or anywhere, just not on the knee. 3 cycles of breath here. Find something to focus on that's not moving. And you want to be standing strong and keeping your hips even. So when you're ready, keep your core tight. Keep everything tight. We're going to lift our foot on off. And 1. Might not get straight, that's fine. 2. Last one here. Hold. 3, 2. We're not bringing your foot down. Bring your feet nice and even. See my foot's kind of hanging above the air. And I'm just going to bring it on back. Once. And you want to stay nice and upright here. Twice. Last time. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on down. Shake it side to side. Hopefully I can remember what we did and the other side. All right, so we're going to switch our weight into our right foot. And we are going to start by lifting our left leg. I don't remember at all. So here we are. We're squeezed in nice and tight. And we're going to straighten and bend 3 times. My foot looks very big when it comes forward. Hi, Rollmans. All right, we'll bring it in nice and slow. We're coming into that warrior 1. So a slow bent knee. Sit that foot on back. 45-degree angle. Rebend that front leg. Hips are squared. Inhale, take your arms on up. So you're pressing evenly in both feet. Tuck your tailbone here, so there's like not a kink in it, and then reach like it's a big old rainbow in your spine. Shoulders back and down, gaze is lifted. Rebend that front knee. 2 cycles of breath. On your inhale, we'll take our hands back to heart center. Nice and slow, we'll come onto the ball of the back foot. We're coming into that tree pose. I clearly messed this up, but we're just gonna go with it, Rollman. So you got this. Foot comes on up. Tree. 3 cycles of breath. All right, squeeze everything tight. Try to keep your hips nice and square. Lift that foot on off and straighten and bend. 3 times. All right, last time. Bring our feet on down, but don't let that foot come all the way down. Stay nice and tall. And back. And up. Once. Twice. 3rd time, nice and strong. And then we'll bring our foot on down. Shake it out a little side to side. We're gonna take our feet nice and wide, toes are pointed out. We'll bend through the knees here, and we'll take our hands about halfway down our legs, and we're just gonna drop our shoulders one at a time. Once you've done 2 on one, 2 on each side, we'll come back to center, hands on your legs. We're gonna do this 3 times, so take a big inhale. On your exhale, try to lower yourself down as far as you can. Inhale here. Try to sink it a little deeper. Last time, big inhale. And exhale, drop it like it's hot. All right, press into your feet. Big inhale all the way up. And kind of shake it out. Come on back to center. On an inhale, we'll take our arms up overhead. Big full body stretch, a little back bend. Exhale, fold on down. You want your feet about hips width apart here. Inhale will come all the way up. You might want to soften at your knees as you come on down. Exhale. Strong press on your inhale, little back bend at the top. And exhale. Last one like this, big inhale. And on our exhale, squeeze through your belly. You're hinging at your hips, and we're gonna come about halfway down. So hands on your shins or legs. Inhale long, lengthen your spine. Keep tight in your belly, and as you exhale, soften through your head and shoulders. So 3 cycles of breath. You can dangle. You can grab for opposite elbows. Head is heavy. And chill. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna bend our knees, take our hands to the ground, and we're coming onto our hands and our knees. So wrists underneath shoulders. On your inhale, we're gonna tuck our pelvis, drop our belly, lift our head and our tail, strong press into your hands. Exhale, start with your pelvis, roll on up, push into your hands, feel your shoulder blades separate, relax through your head. 3 more like this. Inhale to drop your belly. And exhale for your cat pose. 2 more. If you have your eyes closed, we'll open them. We're gonna take our wrists, fingers pointing outwards, and we're just gonna rock a little side to side. So while you're here rocking, really pay attention. Like first start with your pinkies, and then hit up the middle of your hand, and then up into your thumbs. Once you've done all that, we'll shift our weight back over our knees, and we're gonna come onto the back sides of our hands. So start here with a little bit of weight in your hands, and if it feels good, you can shift more. You can wiggle your fingers, maybe touch your thumb to all of them, make some fists. All right, sucky part, tuck your toes, and sit on back on your heels. Okay, game time. Sit on back, friends, as far as you can. Hands come up, forwards. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. All right, left one way, right one up and down. And switch. Nice, and slow, go as slow as you can when you switch. And fast, don't you come off your feet, Nicole, and switch. All right, last time, in the middle, shake, shake, shake. Okay, come forward. Tap out your toes. All right, if you can, either taking blocks underneath you or we're sitting back on our heels. So if you need blocks, stack them on up. If you can, 5 cycles of breath here. If this feels comfortable for you and you don't have any issues in that position, and you can take your heels out without affecting your knees, you can go there. If you want, full pose is all the way back onto your back. So you can also come here, or you can tuck your pelvis and you can come all the way down. So find your position, 5 cycles of breath. Rollman's, blocks, hands here, tuck your pelvis forward, okay? Okay. Finish your exhale, and then on your next inhale, slowly walk your hands on forward or come forward off your feet and give yourself a second. Shake out your legs, whatever you need. All right, so about a minute here to do kind of whatever you want. You can rock your hips side to side. You can drop your shoulders one at a time. So close your eyes. You're not going to look like anybody else, and just feel kind of whatever your body needs. Notice how it feels when you're doing things, where you're tight. And maybe where you are tight, spending a second or two more, just giving a little extra there. Five more cycles of breath here. Last cycle of breath here. And then making your way back up onto your hands and our knees. We're gonna do modified push-ups, 5 of them, get through them, or if you're good at them, go as slow as you can. So, you know, and keep your core tight, none of this, I don't want any of this. You're tight in your core, keeping it as a strong line, and as slow as you can, come down, and then same thing. If you need to, just get through them, okay? And we're meeting on the floor when you're done. But when you drop yourself to the floor, you go nice and slow and control. All right, take a second. Rock your hips a little side to side. And then with your hands underneath your shoulders, we have 3 baby cobras. So little back bends, and you're just gonna come up to whatever level feels good each time. So hands underneath your shoulders, inhale. And exhale. So move with your own breath and come up as high as feels good. You can pause at the top. Last one like this. Come on down, give those hips a little shake, and we're taking it up a little bit. So hands one on top of the other. We'll take our left foot, press it strong into the ground. Oh, you can't really see my foot here, but we're lifting the right one. So you're gonna lift it 5 times. Keep your hips square, press them both in. It's not gonna lift very high. Mine is not lifting the right way because I'm trying to show you my toes. Hips are in, and 5. Squeeze your booty. And that leg is like strong and pointed and graceful. All the way out to those toes. I'm looking at you, Mark. All right, other leg. Nice and slow. All right, shake it out. We're adding the arms. So we'll do 2 versions here. First one's hands out to the side and a little bit out. And then our legs are gonna go a little bit wide as well too. And when we pull up, we're trying to reach back as far as we can to lift our chest and then lift our heels as high as possible. So 3 cycles of breath. Big inhale, reach up and back. Lift your chest, squeeze your booty, lift your legs. With your own breath, you wanna not move very much, but take 3 inhales and exhales. And it's actually, if you squeeze your insides tight, you really shouldn't rock that much. When you finish your 3rd cycle of breath, slowly come on back down. Take a second. And you can stay with that one, or we're into the Superman cactus one if you want to come for that one. So for the second one, hands are palm face up. We're gonna lift up our elbows and our arms, and we're gonna bring our elbows back and lift. We'll exhale down and forward. Inhale up. We have 3 of these. Exhale. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, and inhale. Last one, guys. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, lift, and slowly, slowly lower. Shake, give yourself a second. We'll take our left knee out to the side like this with our left leg parallel to our right. And just 3 cycles of breath here. You can, if you have the flexibility, straighten your leg. All right, and if you want, you can grab for your toe. Soften through your hips. And just take a second here, relaxing. We'll slowly switch. So bring that leg down, other leg up. Same thing, relaxing through the hip and the groin. If you want to straighten, and then try to turn your bottom of your foot to touch the ground. I touched her in the face with my foot. That's my best friend on this side, guys. Just so you know. You can't see her. Maybe you'll see a glimpse of her and she'll say hi, but not right now. All right, back to center. Hands to the ground. Use your knees or not. We're pushing ourselves back up to plank. So if you're on your knees, up. And we'll tuck our toes and we'll sit our hips back a little. So for a child's pose. And we're not gonna stay here for long, so just take a second. And then we'll grip the ground. And like that cat pose, we're gonna roll on up. We'll come forward once our shoulders are over our wrists. We'll drop on down through our hips. And we're gonna do that 2 more times. So press on back up. Drop it on back, grip the ground, and like try to get a nice lengthening in your spine. And then when you're ready, again, grip the ground, press into the mat with your knees, roll up through your spine. When you come forward, shoulders over your wrist, drop those hips. Let's do that 1 more time. Pressing it on back. Get a nice length in your spine. And then slowly come on forward. We'll come on back up through center. Bring our knees back in line with our hips here. And we're gonna take our right leg out and back. Keep your hips nice and square here. Squeeze through your belly, point through your foot. And option to stay here, but if you are, you're pressed into the ground. Your arms are nice and tight as well. More, left hand can come on out. Squeeze, 3. Pull really nice and long with those fingers. 2. And we're gonna slowly bring our hand back to the mat, but our leg is gonna do 2 circles in both directions. So knee out wide and down, and then once again, wide and down. Once our knees are back in line, we'll switch, bring our knee up and back. 1 and 2. Keep your knees in line, but don't drop that right leg. And 3 times up and out to the side. Once. Squeeze your belly. Don't lean too far into that left hand. That's what I always do. All right. Once you come on up, we're bringing it towards our armpit. Just give it a squeeze. Just squeeze in there somewhere. 2. Last one, squeeze. And then step the foot all the way up to the front on the right side. You can't see it, but it's over there. Right. All right. Both hands are on the inside. Use your blocks as needed. And your foot can either stay flat down or you can open onto the nice edge. If you want to get more into your knee, you can stay on your hands or come onto your forearms. Drop through your hips, and it is 3 cycles of breath here. We'll slowly shift our weight back. We're gonna lift on up through our torso, flex our foot right from here, take a big inhale, and exhale, fold over the leg. Soften the knee, keep everything in your core kind of tight, get nice and long through your spine, and then as you exhale, soften through your sternum and your shoulders. Head is heavy, 3 cycles of breath. On your next exhale, we'll shift our weight back, forward. This foot is now kind of in line with our hips, not on out to the side. Hands are either on your mat, knee, or your hips. And then if they are here, you're kind of pressing them down and lifting on up. So drop through your pelvis, strong in your legs, 3 cycles of breath. All right, nice and slow, press into that front foot, shift your weight back. We'll take our hands back to the mat, tuck our back foot, lift that back knee. Both hands are coming on over to the left side, and we're gonna take a wide-legged forward fold. So pigeon toe your toes in, take your blocks here, get nice and big up through your chest, and then hinging at your hips, fold on over. Your head is heavy, relax through your shoulders. You can rock or be still here. You're strong in your feet, and don't let your ankles turn out. Really try to press into that big toe, engage up through your ankles. 2 more cycles of breath here. When you're ready, we'll take our hands back to the front of our mat, and we'll step this foot back, and we'll come back down to our hands and our knees. So take a second again, a little rocking side to side. And then when you are ready, left leg goes back this time. Squeeze through your core, strong leg. Press into your hands. When you're ready, if you'd like, your right arm can lift. And you're pulling out through your hand and through your toe. Press strong into both your points on the ground that are touching, so your left hand and your right knee. And then on your exhale, we'll take our hand back to our mat, and we're gonna bend our knee in and kick it on up. Did that right? We did that? 3 of them. 1, 2. They know. I ask all the time. I'm like, Michelle, what did we do? I can't remember. All right, we'll bring our knees back in line, and we'll do those 3 circles. And we'll switch it. I'm pretty certain it was 2, but we'll do 3 because I know you want extra on this side. All right, when you finish that last one, drop your knees back in line. Finish pretty, guys. Lift it up to the side. 1, 2, and keep it up and lifted, and just bring it towards your armpits just a little once last time, and we'll step it through. Step that foot on up through. Lizard lunge. Take your version, flat-footed, knife's edge, arms, forearms, drop your hips forward. And if you're feeling like you can do more, use those elbows to give you a little pull to lift yourself forward. We'll do one more long cycle of breath here. And then when you are ready, we'll come up onto our hands. We'll shift our hips on back, lift up through our chest. Move that foot in so your hips are square. Lift up through your ribs, squeeze, and fold. Soften your knee. Take an inhale, lift on up, and then exhale, soften through your sternum, shoulders, and head. We'll slowly shift our weight back on up to the front. Knee is again in line with your hips. You can have your hands on the ground, on your knee, on your hips. And if your hands are on your hips, really try to tuck that pelvis forward. And then hands can stay here, or if you want, you can lift them on up. It's up to you. All right, but either way, open up through your chest, shoulders back and down. Strong in your feet. Keep your hips and your legs like kind of squeezed together. That will give you a better solid foundation. One more cycle of breath here. All right, big strong inhale, press into your legs, shift your hips back, and we'll take our hands to the ground, tuck that back foot, and we'll once again come into a wide-legged forward fold on the other side. So lift that back knee, we're rotating, and this time we'll just pause for a second in the middle. So inhale, lift up through your chest, long in your spine, exhale, soften at your hips. Rock side to side here. And then when you're ready, we'll walk our hands all the way over to the right foot and try to soften yourself down. 2 cycles of breath. We'll come on back to center. We're going to stay on this right foot. So left foot can either stay down on the ground, and you're going to bend your right knee, hands on the floor by that right foot. Option 1. Option 2 is you can turn onto the ball of that back foot, and you can drop it a little bit more. And if you want, you can balance here or do whatever you want. Go for it. Mark, that's your tab. Balance. You got this. All right, so if you're doing that, you can slowly come through center and shift yourself to just place your hands on the other side, guys, okay? Hands on the other side, and pigeon toe that foot in. Get nice and long through the spine, and as you exhale, soften on over to the left. Head is heavy, 2 cycles of breath. We'll come slightly back towards center. We'll bend that left knee. Again, right foot can stay flat. Nice edge. Stay here, or start to really drop those hips on down. All right, big inhale back up to center. We'll take our hands back to frame our front foot, and we'll step our back foot up to the front. Inhale, half lift, get nice and long. Squeeze in that low belly. Look, I'm a straight line. Straight line. Exhale, soften. Squeeze everything in all the way up. All right, we're going to a warrior 2. Right foot forward. Nice and slowly lift the left. It's like you're surfing, so step it on back. Arms on out. Squeeze your belly, pelvis is tucked. You squeezed on your legs. You want this knee to not be coming on in. Keep it out if you can. And then if you can, shift it on forward. Arms on out. 3, 2. On your exhale, we'll take our back hand down our back leg. We'll reach up and over with our right. Keep your legs how they are, or shift your knee a little bit more forward. All right, strong in your legs. Inhale, up through center. We'll straighten our front leg. And I'm going to tilt my pelvis forward like a teapot. And I'm going to take my hand down my leg. So you're here, you want straight, and you want straight. You don't want to drop this front hip in. But if you feel good here, all the way down. 2 cycles of breath. Okay, so right from here, we're gonna bend our front knee and we're gonna go right into our side angle. So you can lift up and take your right elbow to your right knee. Left hand comes forward, so it's a long line from your fingertips to your toes. Or you can bend that front knee a little bit more. Take your hand to a block or to the ground. If your hips start to drop, you don't want them. You want them to press into back feet and lift on up. Okay, one more big breath. Push into your feet. Nice big inhale up. And exhale, we'll take our feet to the middle. All right, we're doing the same thing on the other side. Warrior 2, bend that left leg. Press into that right foot, long line. Arms are out nice and long. 2 more cycles of breath here. On your exhale, hand down your back leg. We'll reach up and over. Stretch and reach through those left fingers. Nice bend in that front knee. Press into your back leg. All right, nice and strong. Big inhale, strong through your legs and core. Up. We'll straighten that front leg. Tilt our pelvis just a little, like a teapot. And bring your hand on down your leg. Thanks for the music, Nicole. Squeeze your inner legs even though they're not touching. And so your hips and everything, so it's like engaged, like it's a big girdle. Squeeze it. One more big breath here. On your next inhale, we'll bend that front knee. And we're gonna reach long with that right hand. You can keep your left hand on the ground, on your knee. Use your block, strong in your legs, and then shift that front knee a little bit forward if you got it. Press into that back foot. All right, big strong inhale up. Hands come back to the front of your mat. Step back onto your hands and your knees. Don't collapse like I did. Make it strong, make it pretty, and rock a little side to side. All right, we got 5 minutes. We're coming down onto our backs here. So when you're ready, roll around onto your back. Take a second, reach your legs long, nice big full body stretch. And then we'll take our feet in towards our bottom. On an inhale, we'll press into our feet and we'll lift on up. So squeeze through your belly, squeeze through your bottom, press strong into your feet. And if it feels okay, you can roll up just a little bit onto your shoulders. 2 more cycles of breath here. And don't let your knees open wide. Keep everything from going in and out. Actually, since we're holding here and this feels wonderful, while you're here, without moving, think about bringing your knees apart. So squeeze on your outer booty. Feel that? You should feel that every time. Okay, so you should do this every time. Same thing with the inside. So without moving, squeeze your legs together and turn those puppies on. All right, slowly exhale, come on down. Rock your hips side to side. We're gonna go up one more time. And on your own, you're gonna engage those things and you're gonna do it good, okay? So here we go. Back to center, hands beside us. Inhale, press into your feet, lift on up, squeeze. If you want more, you can dig your elbows into the ground, take your hands to the backs of your hips, and press them even higher. You're all the way up on your shoulders now. You can either stay here, or you can release your hands on down and just keep it, like keep the lift. All right, remember what I said about the legs. Inner, outer, squeeze. 3, 2, slowly come on down. Take your hips, or your knees side to side. The next time you come on back to center, we'll take the left ankle on top of the right knee, and we'll continue this rocking. So just slowly to the right and to the left. It doesn't have to go very far, but know that we are eventually getting this left foot all the way down to the right. So next time we come, drop it all the way over. And once you're here, you can either stay here or you can use your hip to kind of use your butt to pull your knee down and away. And you can see it reaching up. You might feel something if you reach up. I feel it a little bit in my top of my left hip. All right, we'll slowly come on back to center. The foot that's on the ground, we'll walk it a little bit over to the right, and then we'll drop our knees down and away to the left. Same thing, maybe you'll feel something with your arms overhead, depends. Flex that right ankle if your knee is feeling a little bit unstable. And if this doesn't feel great at all, just come on back to center and go back to like side to side. All right, back to center here. And while you're here, we got one more lift off. So right foot presses into the ground, big inhale, we're lifting, and we're doing 2 of these. And exhale to lower. One more inhale to lift. And exhale, lower. All right, we'll take this foot on off. You can lift it and stretch it and kick it out, whatever you want to do here. We'll bring it on back. Again, gentle rocking side to side. And then we'll firm our left foot right by our bottom. Take that right ankle on top. Back to that rocking. Making it bigger. And if it feels good, dropping it all the way down over to the left. If it goes there nice and easy, you can think about opening up through that knee. On your inhale, we'll slowly come on back to center. We'll take that left foot a little bit over to the left, 2 to 3 inches, and we'll drop our knees down and away to the right. Inhale yourself up back to center. We'll walk that left ankle back in, and again, 2. Press into your heel, lift up, and lower. One more, big inhale, lift, 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 and lower. We'll bring that foot on off. You can give that leg a little shake here. And then we'll take the soles of our feet together and our knees wide. So Romans, I know you guys have lots of different options for this. You can be here, you can have a block underneath your bottom, you can take the bolster up your back and your arms wide. Stay here about 5 minutes. Enjoy, hands either palm face up beside you on your belly, or one on your belly, one on your heart. Let your breathing settle. Try here to have the slowest breaths you can. So take that 3 to 4 second inhale and make it go all the way up to 8, 9 seconds. Here you go. Have your competition here. Start your 5 cycles of breath. Michelle, kick his butt. And after you finish this pose, take your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Give yourself the time. Don't just skip it because it's the last thing. And then enjoy your day. Have a good week, guys.